What's an embarrassing childhood memory you will never forget? The summer of 1995 was a carefree time for 7-year-old me. I was spending my days playing in the sprinklers, eating popsicles, and riding my bike around the neighborhood with my friends. But, as it often does, embarrassment was lurking around the corner, waiting to strike. It happened on a sunny Saturday morning at our local pool. My family had packed a picnic lunch and were spending the day soaking up the sun and splashing around in the cool water. I was determined to show off my newfound diving skills, which I had been practicing for weeks in our backyard kiddie pool. As I climbed up the ladder to the high dive, my heart was racing with excitement. I took a deep breath, visualized the perfect dive, and launched myself off the board. Time seemed to slow down as I soared through the air, my arms and legs splayed out in every direction. But instead of making a smooth entry into the water, I belly flopped with a resounding splat. The impact was like a slap in the face, and I felt my eyes well up with tears. But that wasn't the worst part. As I surfaced, gasping for air, I realized that my swimsuit had ridden up to an alarming degree. My bright pink underwear was now visible to the entire pool, and my face turned a deep shade of crimson. I frantically tried to adjust my suit, but it seemed to be stuck in place. The worst part? My parents were sitting in the nearby lounge chairs, watching the whole debacle unfold. My mom was trying to stifle a giggle, while my dad was laughing so hard he was crying. I was mortified. I quickly swam to the side of the pool and climbed out, trying to escape the scene as quickly as possible. But of course my parents were hot on my heels, still chuckling and teasing me about my fashionable underwear. The rest of the day was a blur, but I do remember my mom taking me to the pool's snack bar and buying me a giant ice cream cone to console me. It was a small comfort, but it helped to take the sting out of my embarrassment. Looking back, it's funny to think about how something so mortifying at the time can become a hilarious family anecdote years later. My parents still bring it up at family gatherings, and I've learned to laugh at myself and the absurdity of it all. After all, who hasn't had an embarrassing childhood moment or two? It's all part of growing up, and I'm just glad that my parents were there to support me and to provide a good laugh, even in the face of utter humiliation.